Proper Point Commentary.
During my time as a political consultant, I worked with many prominent Arizona Republicans on the federal, state, and county level. But one notable exception was Doug Ducey. He did reach out to me when he decided to trade up from the Arizona Treasurer's Office to Arizona Governor, but it wasn't to tap my mediocre political advice. It was to see if he could get in touch with my pretty darn conservative public school teacher wife. But I did get to know him a bit through the years. Doug Ducey is a politician, but he's also an affable fellow who helped transform our state's economy from our traditional boom and bust, however the construction winds blow kind of economy, to a much more tech-centric, future-looking economy. But he's still a politician, even without a political office. So it's not surprising that he's still defending Donald Trump, to a point. And many people were disappointed to hear Ducey declare on the Mike Broomhead show about a Trump indictment. He described it this way.
I'd like to pull as much noise out of this as possible. I do think it will be seen in many ways as election interference.
When Trump's first indictment came down, a lot of Trump supporters were pretty angry and felt like this was all politics. Ducey lands in that category. On the first indictment,
no one, unless their name was Donald Trump, would have been indicted for cheating on their wife.
But Ducey, who is far from being a Trump ally, at least after he refused any attempts that the Donald made to reverse our Arizona election, is stating a nuanced view of the former president's legal troubles and a nuanced view of the former president. But it seems like there's no room for nuance these days. Either you're expected to be 100% pro-Trump or you are 100% anti-Trump. Back in June, when Trump's second indictment was handed down, taking classified national defense documents from the White House, I asked Chuck Todd if it's possible that there is something to the charges against Donald Trump and that politics is also playing a part in his indictments. And Chuck Todd, the moderator of Meet the Press, a guy who Donald Trump called a sleepy-eyed SOB, said,
I think it's impossible to detach politics out of this. You know, is the motivation to get to indict Trump politics? Is the motivation for Trump to defy the Justice Department politics, right? So I don't know how you totally detach it.
Yeah, and having worked with and reported on and commented on lots of politicians through the years, I don't know how you detach politics from a politician, even if they are temporarily out of office, like Doug Ducey. But remember, the former governor, likely Trump's most hated former Republican governor, didn't actually endorse Trump either.
I'm somebody who believes that elections are about the future. And Mike, if you look at the last election cycle, everybody that was talking about the future won. Everyone that was talking about the past and what happened in 2020 and airing grievances, they lost.
But that's a nuanced opinion, and we must stomp on nuanced opinions in 2023 America.